Welcome back if you actually follow my videos. It's been 3 weeks. I've missed 3 weeks of hiking. I missed 3 weeks because, I don't know, I didn't really plan it. The last video that I made, I was going away 2 days after I made it, so I kind of hurried up and edited and made it brief, but tried to post it on Saturday morning, and it would not upload all the way. It got to the very last part and then it stops, and I have tried probably 30 times since then and it still stops at the same spot. Cannot figure out what the problem is. I thought maybe it was audio file that was corrupting it or something, so I changed those. Still doesn't work, so I will work on it again, but it kind of defeated me. I kind of take things as signs sometimes, probably too much so, and I know it's a tedious process. I tried to do all my research and, do all the best practices to have success in a new channel, and after a good 6+ months, I don't seem to be going anywhere. Very few people seem to be watching, so I put a lot of effort in. Those that do follow, I do appreciate your comments, but for the most part, the people who are subscribed are just kind of lurking in the background, I guess, to see what kind of stupidness I'm doing. That's fine. I guess that's part of it as well. But August is always for different reasons, some of which I've kind of figured out. It just seems like a really tough month for me, mentally, emotionally, and this year continued that. You're terrorizing the frogs. Yeah. But anyway, since the video didn't upload, and I was coming to terms with maybe I should stop putting my efforts into this and start trying something else with my time. I don't know, I just felt kind of at a lull despite my efforts, and that's kind of been a theme for me for many years. I follow something that intrigues me creatively, especially, so it's good for that. I mean, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the creative challenge and stepping out of my element for sure, and learning something new and sharing it, because I'm all about all of those things. But like all the other offers that I've indulged in similarly, I just don't feel like that's going anywhere, and that makes me question why I'm bothering. Is it worth it? Should I be using my energy in a different avenue? So I'm kind of at that. And again, like I said, dealing with just August and the emotions that always come up with August for me really had me in a funk. This is also the first time that I've been back to my trail, my more solitude trail, since that creeper encounter. And of course, I'm thinking about that, about him and his weirdness the whole time I'm out here, and kind of regret the fact that I've stayed away. I don't want to give into that kind of, I don't know, you feel like you're giving into it if you allow it to control you, or allow people like that to control you and what you love to do and what's good for you. But you have to be safe and smart too. So I have chosen in the month after that to go to more scenic spots, which have been a nice change, but obviously more crowded in people, because I felt like after that I needed to keep coming out, but to, I don't know, be a little safer, a little smarter. I realized that coming out here is probably what I need the most, because it is basically a therapy, hiking and being in nature, at least for me. And if you're watching, probably you get that, and it's the same for you. But when I needed it the most, I denied myself it, and it's just ridiculous. It's one of those, you know, backward things that I guess we do. Self-sabotage, I don't know what you call it, but I'm sure there's a psychological term for it. You become a glutton. Oh, it's a very, see behind me, there's a big, this way, big open clearings here. I'm going a little bit of a different route. I'm not purposely not going in the exact area where I ran into this said creeper. I'm really watching my footing here, it's very overgrown. I was talking about the need to be here, and yet that's what I was denying myself. It's been crazy. I also, I think early on when motivation videos, I talked about how I do the 52 hikes program, which is, you know, essentially you plan one hike a week for a year. Some weeks you can do more. It's not like set in stone, but I did sign up for that last fall. I think it was like at 37, something like that, 36, 37, when I stopped. And I didn't intend to stop, but that week where I couldn't post the video and I started feeling kind of dumpy, grumpy, slumpy, and sorry for myself, and I haven't been back out or posting since. And absolutely every single week since January 1st on through August 9th, I had been out once a week, no matter what was going on, if it was icy, cold, bitter. But yeah, so I broke that stride, 7 months. Once I broke it for 1 week, then it's so hard to get back at it, because then you just feel defeated and feel like I've shot the whole challenge that I was working on and doing so good and so proud of. Whew, I'll turn the camera on and show you what we're walking through right now. And ironically, I didn't think I was going to need the bug spray today, which means I didn't treat us for the ticks that now's getting on probably Ella's, as I call it, her undercarriage. So I'm going to have to check her real hard afterwards, although she was glad not to get the spray because she hates it. So I'm walking through cobwebs. I guess I'm the first person to come through this section today, at least. And the bugs are ravenous. I think the whole back to school mentality, even when you're far beyond school years, when you have kids, then they go back to school, and that's for me a big part of it. But just like that, is August is challenging for those changes when it starts to, I guess the days get shorter, and I don't know, I think you start to feel fall in the air in the morning, at least in the evenings, and I think it mentally resets you. Whether you even realize it or not, you start to transition. And then September, for me at least, seems to be kind of a rebirth. Then you go back into a renewal period where it's, you know, new schedules. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at now. I've kind of reestablished all the things I've gotten out of yoga. I obviously got away from my hiking for a few weeks. I kind of reestablished all the things that I know are good for me. And it's definitely proven that the body and the mind are connected with emotions. So when one is off, you will feel effects in the others. And you kind of have to be conscious of how you think about the emotions that you're feeling, or how you think about the slumps that you get into, because the wrong mindset, you can quickly wallow, as I did, unfortunately. And I had to release just a lot of energy, negativity. I got it out, and then you can refocus, and that's kind of where I am now. So I'm trying to refocus and reignite all the good stuff. So hopefully that continues now. I think as with yoga, they say that the hardest part of yoga is showing up to the mat, stepping on the mat. And it's more about the mindset of the committing, okay, I'm going to do this today. This is good for me. This is what I need. I'm going to allow myself this time, this space, this experience for me. And then the rest follows. Tune into the breath, tune into the poses, and you tune out of all the other garbage, just like my hiking does the same thing. So I've reset, recharging, hopefully. I needed this today, I really needed this. Hear that? Just quiet. And Ella's very, very happy too. She has missed this. As soon as I said you want to go for a hike, she about peed herself. I'm at the end of my hike, and it's definitely been slower pace for sure, and lower mileage for sure, which was kind of nice too, because I wasn't really focused on that. I was just trying to get reestablished, trying to get back at it, get myself back in groove, and I think I've done that. But I realize how taking a month off, or close to a month, intentionally or not, I'm really even more out of shape than I was last time. I have to recondition for sure to build up, although I don't really do huge miles to start with. The progress that I've made, I've definitely lost a bit of ground on. So another reason to just keep at it on a regular basis, even if that is short basis, like once a week. At least it's a regularity to it. Because you really lose your stamina quickly. So, and I realize that too, just being out, getting the physical, the endorphins cranking, helps the whole connection again with the body, mind, the emotions, the spirit, getting moving again, getting sweating again, getting the heartbeat cranking again. Helps to release some of that other garbage too that's been kind of stagnant, that energy in me, in that wallowing phase. So good riddance to all of that, and moving forward.